After much discussion and debate, the Georgia Hemp Farming Act was passed back in May, allowing farmers to legally grow and sell hemp around the state. However, part of that legislation requires having an independent testing lab confirm that all regulations are being met. And thanks to Sarah Johnson and her new company, farmers won't even have to go out of state to get that done.
Estro Labs and Analytics is the first hemp testing lab in the state of Georgia. We offer compliance testing for farmers and processors to make sure that their hemp plant is below the allowable levels, 0.3% total THC. We also do risk management for the farmers and processors and research and development to help them develop good products to get out to the consumer.
Once the product is brought in, it's labeled and run through a series of tests that not only detect the THC levels, but also other residuals that could be harmful to the consumer.
We bring it in, we dry the sample, we grind the sample, and we put it in some sort of solvent to extract the cannabinoids or the pesticides or whatever the analyte is that we're looking for. And then we run it into an analytical equipment. So we use a LC-MS-MS for our cannabinoid testing, our pesticide testing, and our mycotoxin testing. We run it all through the instrument, we get the results, and then we verify that those results are accurate, and we give those report back to the customer through the customer portal.
While state regulations might only be concerned with the THC levels, Johnson encourages growers to go the extra step before putting it on the market.
Right now, though, only the total THC is regulated. However, we advise our customers and our clients that it's best business practice to know exactly what's in the product that they're selling to the end consumer. We recommend microscreens, pesticide residuals, residual solvents, mycotoxins, heavy metal tests, and terpenes before taking it to the consumer.
This facility serves as more than just a testing lab, as its research and development can be a real asset to farmers interested in trying something new.
This is their first year, so there's a lot of questions about how is this crop going to work in the Georgia soil and the Georgia heat under these different variables and stress factors. So we're here to be a resource to the farmers and a resource to the processors as everybody gets on their feet and figures out the industry.
Just like every other industry, hemp has also seen the effects of this ongoing pandemic.
So far, there are around 80 registered farmers. The last time I checked, there are, I believe, 8 or 9 processors. COVID really threw a curveball in the hemp industry, and it made a lot of farmers do a double take and really decide whether or not this was the year they were going to take the risk into adopting a new crop.
However, it's a risk many farmers are taking despite the lack of testing facilities around the area.
All over the Southeast, there's a demand for this type of lab. Alabama and Louisiana don't have this type of lab. They have hemp programs, so it's important that we facilitate the rest of the Southeast and really allow this industry to flourish.
Reporting from Bibb County, I'm Damon Jones for the Farm Monitor.